5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
His comment is something that I heard a lot of dudes talk about. So basically, I was watching, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I was watching his show. He did the I think it was the Brother Pill joint. And he was, they had a topic called, can a man chase money and women at the same time or something like that or whatever, right?
Right.
I wrote a comment and I said, well, I don't look at it as chasing. I look at it more as like pursuing. I think you can pursue money and also pursue women at the same time because, it's all about balance. You understand? Because I'm living proof of that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And so I was seeing comments under the video that was saying, that whole saying of you'll lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money, right? And so basically I responded to that and I said, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I said that saying that actually is a trick mentality to say you'll lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. Because when you say you'll never lose women chasing money, that implies that if you get the money, you'll get the women. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's all I was saying where that's a trick mentality. You see what I'm saying? And the funny part is that, they say you'll never lose money chasing women, right? But you'll lose women. What is it? I always get this shit confused. You never lose women chasing money, you know what I'm saying? But you lose money chasing women, right? Now, the thing is that people got to understand that it's a balance because you got to understand that you will actually lose women chasing money. You know what I'm saying? People on this PC, what people don't understand is this. You need time to do whatever you're doing.
Whatever it is. So if you're chasing money, right? And all you're doing is chasing money, you will lose women because you don't have time to fuck with women. Right. You know what I'm saying? So women are not just going to come to you because you got the money. No, you actually need to put time in to get women. And if you want to make money, you need to put time in to make money. Right? So the thing is, if you want both, guess what you got to do? You have to have a balanced life. You understand what I'm saying? Thanks.
That's all it is. But see, a lot of these guys, and the reason why they say that is because these dudes, one, they ain't got no game. So that statement, it makes them feel good. Like, oh, well, I just got to chase money and chase my purpose. And then the women are going to come. No, they're not. You understand what I'm saying? And then they make it to seem like if you are dealing with women, then that means you're not going to get money. Meaning, well, if you're out here dealing with all these women, you're going to be broke. And no. Again, that's a rationalization for guys who are scared to deal with women. That's all it is. You see what I'm saying? And so I did a video the other day. This is like maybe, what was it? A few months ago, actually, I did a video where I said that, you will lose women chasing money. And dudes don't get this. Like, if you are consistently focused on making money, that's usually going to make it harder for you to deal with women. Because of time, but also because you're not actually taking time to interact with women to make yourself an attractive man women want. So that's why you have a lot of guys who are great in business, who have a lot of money, who have to pay for escorts, who have to travel to even deal with a woman because they've spent a lot of time focusing on the money that they never developed the skills to be a guy who can attract women.
Anywhere.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But see, me saying this, what somebody's going to say is, oh, but what are you saying that guys shouldn't make money? No, of course you should make money. That's a given. You're supposed to do that anyway. You see what I'm saying? Right. It's supposed to happen. So we're not saying it's one or the other. It's both. You understand what I'm saying? It's your money life and the woman life. You got to have the balance. You understand what I'm saying? But
see,
it's like
Locario. See, look, you can't be challenging phrases and sayings that these guys have been hearing their whole lives, bro.
I know, right? Exactly. That's
what you're doing is you're basically shocking their brains, and you're actually like challenging them
to think more critically about something that, a piece of philosophy or a certain ideal that they've been so comfortable with for their whole fucking lives.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is the same reason why, we have to fucking hustle so hard. You understand? Because when you tell people the truth, it's just so unpopular.
Right, exactly.
So unpopular, you understand? And when I think about stuff like this, I always have to shout out to people that actually do get what we're saying,
right,
and do subscribe and do understand the seriousness of what we talk about and why it's important and why it's valuable. You understand? So because it's like when you look at the numbers, it's like, man, so that's why we shout out. That's why we do so much to say thank you all the time to the people that are like actually on the Bad Boy membership.
Right.
You understand? Like we giving out watches and cologne and all of this shit. Like we have to say thank you to y'all. You understand? Like, because it's not a joke and it's not a game. Like you get us and you support us. Thank you.
Facts.
Because the average person, we challenge you guys. We challenge the average person to think critically.
Right.
And to not just be comfortable with something that you heard your whole life. My uncle, he always told me that I'll never lose women chasing money, but I'll lose money chasing women though.
Right.
And here you go, Mr. Locario, talking about, look, all of that's bullshit. You need to create balance. You need to understand how to get money, and you need to understand how to get women.
Exactly.
You need to have both facets of your life mastered, and you also need to, balance your time and manage your time so you can become good at both if that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
What do you mean, Locario? You trying to say my uncle was wrong? Who the fuck are you, Locario, for you to come and challenge, something that I've been so comfortable believing my whole goddamn life?
Right, exactly.
Who the fuck do you think you are, Locario, trying to force me to think critically past the simplicity of a phrase that I've heard from every fucking dude ever?
Right, exactly.
You understand? None of these, the average, again, shout out to the motherfuckers that fuck with us, because the average person do not want to be challenged ever. Ever. Like I watched that video with you and the Seven when y'all were talking about value and all and they were comparing the football player to the school principal.
Right.
You was explaining your thought, and it was like, it's like the average person just can't take any type of extra thinking, extra critical thinking. Right. It's like, well, the majority of people is going to say that the football player is more valuable.
Right.
You're like, yeah, that's the majority. But what about the person that's trying to learn something?
Exactly.
The teacher's more valuable, no matter what.
Right. And then you see that.
It's like, nah, fuck you, Locario. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. You. Again, because when you deal with reality, when you deal with different perspectives, it becomes a challenge to actually see where another person's coming from.
Exactly.
That in itself, the average person is not ready for that challenge. See what I'm saying? And it gets it can become very overwhelming for the average person. Because the average person just wants to find a nice, comfortable idea to believe in.
Right.
And just call it a fucking day.
Call it a day. That's it. Right.
You understand?
That's it.
You know what I mean? So again, shout out to the people that actually fuck with us, that subscribe, that are on the Bad Boy membership, that you understand, that really, you understand, that can actually look at it and be like, well, I have enough humility to understand that, okay, this is something that I believe, but I'm willing to also review new information and incorporate it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's really what it's all about.
Right.
You understand? Because that's a lot of people think that there's something finite about, Game Kings. There's nothing finite about the content of the documentary. Right. You listen to the documentary, it is all about strategy. And what do we know that's important about strategy? Strategy allows you to understand what you understand, but then be willing to review new information to make your strategy even stronger.
Exactly. Because that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of learning and growing so that you can do better than you did yesterday, so that you can upgrade your shit from what you did before. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to stay in the same, you understand what I'm saying, sort of mindset all the damn time? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? You're not growing. You're not viewing different things. You're not like assessing different ways to make certain things happen in a better way. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to those that fuck with us. Really appreciate you guys.
Facts. And so, guys, well, now we're going to take a quick break, right? When we come back, we're going to be talking about, reasons why women will disrespect you. All right. You guys are watching The Bad Boy Show. Thanks for watching, and make sure you click the link below or go straight to patreon.com/mr.locario so you can watch all the other Bad Boy Show episodes. And there's also exclusive stuff on the Patreon. So make sure you guys click the link below or go straight to patreon.com/mr.locario.